All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Pokemon. It's been a while since we've done a video like this where I'm kind of just facing the camera talking, but Logan Paul is back in the news, specifically Pokemon news. It's been a while since he's done something that has really been significant to get people talking when it comes to the trading card game industry, but lately, his recent purchase of a sealed case of 6 first edition base set booster boxes for $3.5 million, as you guys can see in this tweet that's up on the screen. He made kind of a big to-do about the fact that he bought this box, and I think it's like the biggest single Pokemon transaction in history. $3.5 million for 6 boxes, and it's a noteworthy number because at that valuation, $3.5 million divided by 6 is almost $600,000 per box, which is significantly above the highest market value that I'm aware of for a base set booster box first edition. I thought $400K was like kind of the top range of that, maybe $450. So he's paying a pretty significant premium to get these boxes together in the same case. And it makes a lot of people wonder, is this going to be responsible for another Pokemon boom? As you guys know, we're kind of in a bear market right now for Pokemon and trading cards in general. Everything is kind of going down, whether you collect MetaZoo, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, all that stuff seems to be trending downward, which for me, I'm really enjoying it. As you guys can see in the background, I'm buying plenty of stuff during this dip because if you guys really think about it, October of 2020, when everything started to take off, the prices were insane. Evolution's booster boxes, I think you can see one back there right now, were over $1,000. I mean, they're still probably around $800 right now, but you know, we were seeing these unrealistic prices for products that were $150, $200 a box prior. So personally, I'm kind of enjoying this bear market, buying the dip, and kind of getting my hands on everything that I've wanted because now everything's a lot more affordable. But the question is, now that Logan Paul is making this massive purchase, does this mean that he's about to make another big move when it comes to Pokemon? We know he did the 2 box breaks, 2 first edition box breaks, and some people are even speculating maybe he breaks this whole case and does like a massive opening. To me personally, I feel like the fact that he paid such a premium, it's more of a long-term investment for him to keep these boxes together, keep this case sealed, and hold on to it as a case and not start taking boxes out of it. I believe he has a total of 11 first edition booster boxes now. So he already has individual boxes that are outside of a case that he could open if he wanted to do a break. Him buying this case to me really doesn't seem like something he would do a break for. But it would be very interesting if he did, because it would probably be the most expensive box break in history if he were somehow able to sell 6 boxes of 36 packs, which could lead to, obviously a much longer stream, but kind of what we saw with these past 2 box breaks. The most recent one was more crypto people, but the first one, you had a lot of different influencers, specifically Pokemon influencers, getting these packs. So if he were able to sell all the packs, and this is completely unrealistic that he would do this, but all the packs from all 6 boxes and do a massive stream, and you had a ton of celebrities, a ton of influencers, a ton of famous people with clout, that could be the thing that he does to top the previous 2 openings, because the first opening was the biggest. The second one, I think a lot of people would agree, was a lot less exciting than the first. So if Logan were just to open another first edition base set box, I don't think the excitement would really be anything close to even what the second opening was. So he would have to really do something to top those past 2 openings. And the only thing that would really do that is if he cracked all 6 of these boxes. So from that point of view, maybe he does that, which would be, it would be a huge flex, I guess. I mean, it would be insane if he cracked that whole sealed case. $3.5 million opening. It just seems kind of unrealistic, but maybe he will. He's Logan Paul. He's crazy, but I personally don't think he will. To me, it seems like an investment. But the other part of this, the other announcement that Logan Paul made was on Christmas Day, he is doing another break. So he's going to be giving away packs with Whatnot, which I believe he's a partner, and I think he owns some kind of equity in that company. He works with them to some extent, but Whatnot is the app where you do kind of real-time bidding and real-time buying while someone's opening packs live on stream. And so he's going to be doing this Christmas Day giveaway stream on Whatnot, opening packs that people won. So it's not going to be one where he's selling packs like the previous 2. So he is doing another stream. It will be a first edition base set stream. It will be on Whatnot. Will that constitute another Pokemon boom, another sharp spike in the market? I really don't think so, because again, the platform is not YouTube, the platform is not Instagram, it's Whatnot. So The big key difference there is on Instagram. Logan has however many tens of millions of followers. When he did his streams on YouTube, he was streaming to 20 million people that were subscribed to that channel. Whatnot is fairly new. I didn't even know Logan Paul had a Whatnot account, so I have no idea how many followers he has on there already, but I would imagine it's nowhere close to being on par with his YouTube channel. So the magnitude is probably not going to be even in the same stratosphere as what he's done in the past. The past two openings were cool, and they got a lot of viewers. The second one, fewer than the first. But he had access to that 20 million subscriber fan base. Whatnot, like I said, a whole new platform. It's not going out to that 20 million people. I don't think the reach and the impressions that it's going to make are really going to be on par with that. And again, my understanding of Whatnot is it's strictly vertical. So it's going to be streaming just like a iPhone vertical shot that's mostly going to be playable through your phone. And I remember watching Logan stream on my big screen TV. I think a lot of people probably watch it on their computer, on their TV. The Whatnot thing, maybe not as feasible since it seems to be locked in that portrait mode, or the vertical mode for the basically iPhone streaming. So as far as the Whatnot stream is concerned, I don't see that as being a major catalyst for an uptick in the Pokemon market. As far as Logan Paul is concerned in general, unless he does something absolutely bonkers, I don't really see anything that he does, with Pokemon or first edition base set having the same impact that it did before. Because you got to keep in mind, when he did that in 2020, it was a combination of a lot of things. The biggest being lockdown. Everybody was stuck at home. A lot of people were watching YouTube videos that weren't watching it before. A lot of people had a lot of free time that they didn't have before to now become interested in a new hobby like collecting old Pokemon cards or old trading cards in general. A lot of people got those stimulus checks and they had some, money burning a hole in their pocket, and they spent that on Pokemon cards. But I think the boredom in the lockdown thing was a huge part of that. And it was just kind of the perfect storm of things to get people interested in a hobby like that. So Logan Paul was the catalyst. And then, the things that were pushing it were boredom, a little bit of extra money. And then when Logan Paul did it, of course, every other Pokemon influencer gained a ton of momentum, a ton of followers, a ton of views. So all the viewers from that Logan Paul stream that were bored at home now watching all these other Pokemon influencers. Then there were Twitch streamers streaming it. There were Pokemon YouTubers streaming it. There were just random YouTubers getting involved in Pokemon box breaks, myself included. I have a bodybuilding channel, if you guys don't know. Nick Strength and Power is my main channel with over 1 million subscribers over there. So that whole thing was like the perfect storm, and ever since then, it's just been dying down, and I really don't think there's going to be that spike again, because I think, like I said, it was just the perfect timing, and I don't think that is going to happen again in the near future. I think eventually we're going to reach a bottom for this bear market, and it's going to continue to go back up slowly over time. And we might see a couple spikes here and there with things that Logan does. Maybe we'll see an uptick in Charizard or something when he does the next big thing, whatever it is. We know that he's not done with Pokemon. He said that many, many times. He wants to be the biggest Pokemon entertainer, influencer that there ever has been. So we know he's not done with it. But what he's going to do next, we don't know. How big of an impact that's going to have, we don't know. But personally, I just don't think that lightning is going to strike twice in this scenario. I think, what he did the first time was amazing. The impact that he had was incredible. The amount of people that got back into Pokemon because of what he did was, immeasurable. But I just really don't think he can pull that off again. And like I said, there might be a little spike, but to a lot of people that are optimistically wishing that this is going to be, all this Logan Paul news is going to mean there's going to be another massive spike and everything is going to be bullish again. And everybody that lost money on their Pokemon investment over the past year because of this massive downtrend is going to be able to recoup some losses because of Logan Paul. I wouldn't bank on that. I would say, if you're over leveraging yourself investing in Pokemon cards, you should have slowed it down a long time ago, and you should just be investing in cards that you enjoy having. And it wouldn't matter as much if you see a downtrend in price because you enjoy having the cards. All the graded cards that I'm keeping, I have a whole case of them. I have a whole save full of them. They're all cards that I personally enjoy having, that I wanted to add to my collection, and I don't care if I sell them tomorrow or 10 years from now. I just like having them, and I think that's what most people should be buying. Now, granted, when I send a lot of cards to get graded, like 100+ card submissions, obviously there's going to be a lot of cards that I'm looking to sell out of those submissions. Some of the cards that maybe didn't get the grade that I wanted, or maybe some cards that we had a bunch of 10s and I just don't need that many 10s in my collection or want that many 10s in my collection. Obviously that's going to sting a little bit when you get those cards back. You're going to want to get more money than what you're probably going to get for them now. Probably a lot of you guys, when you sent your cards to PSA like me, it was a year ago, and a year ago, the prices that those cards were going to sell for was a lot more than they're going to sell for now. As somebody speaking from the perspective of someone that has hundreds of Evolutions cards at PSA right now, I'm not very optimistic about those cards coming back and the value that they're going to hold. Whenever I do get them back, it's probably going to be 2022, which is insanity to me. But man, it's interesting, and I'm certainly excited to see what's. Myself, I've been kind of enjoying this time as far as branching out into other stuff. I've gotten into MetaZoo a lot. I've gotten into Digimon more here recently. Not the new Digimon, but the Digibattle, the old school, like 20-year-old stuff. I've been getting into that. And I, for one, I'm enjoying the prices going down, man. So I'm just riding the wave. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What do you think the impact of Logan Paul's next big move is going to be? Do you think it's going to be anything at all? Do you think he's going to crack the case that he got, the $3.5 million case? What's he going to do? Let me know in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet already. As always, I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Nick Strength and Power, signing out.